Hi everyone and welcome. So today's video is still about self-love and about why do we struggle so much to love ourselves, and to put ourselves first. And self-love seems like, a simple enough concept, but why does it prove so elusive, to all of us? And it's so, again, so hard to do that we perceive it so hard to do. I suppose if we look back and we look as humans, we are hardwired for connection and belonging. So for women, it's about a nurturing, it's our root, it's our survival, to connect with people and to find that sense of belonging or create that sense of belonging for people. So in the earlier hunter-gatherer societies, like women's activities were again based around, bearing and rearing children, gathering food and drink and creating a safe home space, for making sure that everybody was okay. Today, as women, we find ourselves again very much doing the same thing, taking care of children, taking care of parents, friends, always being there for other people. Now, I'm not saying that this is everybody, because people have actually, stepped out and says, looked at it and say, I deserve self-love. And that's okay. But there are so many people, who give their whole time to, family and friends and relationships and all this. And they can extend this grace and compassion, like we talked about the last day, towards other people so easily. But yet they struggle to make the space and the time, to put themselves first. And, really it comes to that point sometimes, I'm not saying all the times, but sometimes it comes to that point where we're at, breaking point and we don't know where to move forward. And we're so stuck that, we can't move forward. So again, look at it really comes back to, and stems back from, a faulty belief that we are selfish or undeserving of this love, and we just have to, keep going. So you'll be grand. And maybe again, it comes from the societal messages, that this is what women are meant to do. This is our roles, our early childhood wounds. If you weren't shown love, if you weren't shown that you deserved, a great life, or you weren't shown that emotional connection, and deep rooted trauma, like shocks and traumas, can really switch off the root chakras. So it's not allowing the energy in, so we don't actually feel we deserve it. And we don't really feel that we need to take time to prioritize ourselves, that we need to do this because this is what my mother did. This is, I became a mother figure, and I have to keep going in this way. So internalizing these beliefs, of unworthiness are rooted in shame. And where shame lies, self-love cannot grow. It struggles to grow. It's like, if you're watering, if you want a plant to grow, you need to water it every day. It's like if you want to grow, you have to water yourself every day with lovely messages about yourself, with growth and with positivity. So I found, in my clinic, women struggle so much to love themselves, and every single one of them has the same kind of pattern. And it's all about they have a strong critical inner voice, and usually more often than not, that it's a real negative voice about themselves. And they would never speak to a person like this. They would never speak to a family member like this. They'd never speak to an enemy like this. But yet they can spend their whole day, not every day maybe, but majority of days speaking, and talking about this themselves really negatively, and putting themselves down, and, really working from a shame base. And really, you know, as we said earlier, what we think about, what the words that we're saying to ourselves all the time, it's either keeping us stuck or it is putting us on a fast lane to depressions, to lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem, all of these things. So while practicing, self-love, can sometimes feel like, oh my God, Sharon, it's so hard. These thoughts are still coming up. That, oh, I don't know, will I ever be able to do it? You absolutely will. So these thoughts, and these internalizing beliefs weren't made overnight. They weren't created overnight. They were created over time. And just like that, we have to over time, recreate these thoughts and start again, doing the work, especially in the Radiate Confidence group, doing the work every week that I'm given. Doing the work. And when we're doing the work and we're practicing it, it does become better. It takes a bit of time, but it does become better, because you'll get a healthier way of looking at yourself. You will get healthier patterns, and again, a new pathway will emerge for you. So again, it's, even if it's like, difficult childhood, that we were rooted in a dysfunctional pattern, self-love may never had a chance to take root or to blossom. That doesn't mean that you can't have that now. Some people say, oh, Sharon, oh, this is the life I've created. No, it's a life that, that you had conformed to. It's a life that you thought you knew. It was old belief systems from other people. But it doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter where you are on that journey. You can start today. You can absolutely 110% start today to recreate, to love yourself, to start thinking positive thoughts about yourself, to really, really learn how to love yourself. And right now, here and now, you can do it to create these new solid foundations for growth and healing. And if you have growth and healing, and you're doing something small every day, positive affirmations. In my course, we do positive affirmations. We have self images. We're putting up the boundaries. We are looking at your values, and these are small things that we do every day that will create change. And they're only tiny, and sometimes, yes, they push us outside our comfort zone. Sometimes they are not nice, but that's why I'm here to support you. That's why, again, even with my clients, I'm here. You've got this, because we really do. And I know from my own past experiences, all the thoughts that I had about myself, and a lot of it had been suppressed, through alcohol, because I didn't want to feel it. But I had to step outside of that. I had to feel them. And I kept going, and absolutely, still to this day, as I say to people, I'm a work in progress, but I know you can do it. So again, just have a look. I'd say that, out of this video, have a look at kind of like the internal, we call it the inner critic. What are those words that you're saying about yourself? What are they? Are they like positive or negative? Are they very much like, you're doing great today, or oh my God, you can't even cope, there's no hope for you? So just look at it, and obviously there's a positive and a negative. So if you have a positive, if you have a negative, just flip it around. I can't do this. I'm going to take each day as it comes. So really start looking into your thought patterns about yourself, and where are you putting yourself on in let's say your line. So family, friends, relationships. Where are you? Are you making sure that you are up in the top two, maybe family first, and then you? I would put you first and then family, because as I said, it's a ripple effect. Everybody, if you're okay, everybody's okay. Or if you're working on yourself, the energy lifts within you, so you can give more time and more space and more energy to other people. So remember, when we are taking this time, we've got 70 to 80,000 thoughts a day, as I said before. When we're taking this time out to look at what's going on within ourselves, not looking from the outside for love anymore, like looking from within for love, we start to create a space here, and when we create that space, we can fill that space with love. And then we can give more time, more energy, and we have an uplift. Weight loss might happen, new connections might happen, people, abundance will happen, manifestations will happen. And this is all part of just creating a little bit of a different change in your life. Start talking fantastic about yourself. Even if you don't believe it right now, just practice it. So watch your inner critic. What is that little voice saying inside your head? Is it, oh, you can't do this, or you're stupid, or you're whatever, you're ugly, whatever these things, you're fat, you don't have college behind you, or you're not academically fantastic, whatever these things are, start to notice them. Really, really start to notice them. And when you start to notice them, then you say, wow, actually, that's not true. That's only something that I have conditioned, that I have thought, and it just keeps coming up. So we can break those cycles very, very easily, where you can get on the path of healing, where you can get on the path of change for yourself, and start living a fantastic life filled with self-love. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that, and I will pop on again soon. Thanks a million.